his vacation days, and he took his vacation days. But that doesn't, I don't know if I should feel a certain type of way about that when you're not working your Monday through Friday job, and then your extra work, you're showing up there, but you didn't show up for us on Friday.
Now, do you have the itinerary? Do you know when he flies in?
I don't think he's flying anywhere. This was, from my understanding, also, I'm going to air some grievances here. Hickey didn't tell me he was taking off until Thursday, last week at the Super Bowl. Now, we have a document. I have made that clear. Like, I'm taking off some time in March. I'm off on Monday. And I have wrote on this document, this is when I'm off. You know, and like I understand things happen, things pop up. But, like, when I just get the alert on Thursday from, hey, by the way, I'm not going to be here, like, 3 days next week. It's like, oh. So you gave me no time to try to tell management who I would like to produce the show, because Carlos is great, but sometimes they give us some people that aren't the best in the world, and they basically tell me to go make a 5-star meal with, like, 2-star ingredients. It's just, that's the way that it operates. So there's, like, there's sometimes I know when there's certain people that are filling in, not to give out any names and throw anyone under the bus, that I have to do more work. And that I have to do Hickey's job while also doing my job. And I just try to avoid that, you know, as much as we can. And the schedule was already done, and it was fine because Nick Theodore was on Wednesday. I like Nick. Emmanuel's on Thursday. I like Emmanuel. And then, boom, we got Carlos Ortiz on Friday. And, you know, I just don't like Carlos here. I like Carlos outside of here. And we had a good time Labor Day, I think that was, at Bob's Bar over at, Bob's by the Bay over at Mraz's house. So that was a good grand old time. So anyway, I got to ask you, I need the ruling here. Should I be a little annoyed at Hickey that he's hosting a few hours from now, but he didn't show up to the Zach Gelb Show on CBS Sports Radio, which is his main gig Monday through Friday?
Yeah, I think you could be mildly annoyed.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't fly anywhere. Like, if it was like travel time, you can give him a mulligan. But if you stayed local and you know, like, you could be readily available. Like, all right.
He's skiing somewhere.
4, but if you get here, like, you know, half an hour and maybe an hour prior to show, like, and you can theoretically do it.
Well, that's the big question. When did he get back from this? I think it's like a 2.5, 3-hour drive wherever he went skiing. So, like, let's just assume that. The question just is, when did he get back? Now, in Hickey's defense, he took his off day. So, like, he's entitled to do that. But if you're calling out sick or taking your off day on Friday, I don't know. I think it's a little weird that he's hosting a few hours later. Now, I'm not trying to take anyone's money out of their pocket. Like, I'm not calling up the bosses and saying, this is ridiculous. This is absurd. You know, I wanted to get his money and I wanted to do the show. I was a big advocate for the show. But it just, you know, maybe he should have took off Wednesday, Thursday, worked Friday, then done his show Friday into Saturday morning. That's all I'll say.
Would you have felt better if there was somebody doing his show on Saturday?
I think it would make sense because if you're taking off, because when we say Saturday, this is not Saturday night into Sunday. This is Friday night into Saturday. So if you're working your show on Saturday, I think you should be working your main gig on Friday. That's the only thing I'll say. Like if it was like a funeral or if you had to go to someone's birthday, that's different. But if it's just like, oh, I'm taking off just to take off, and then you're working, it'd be like if he called out sick, let's say for this show, which he's allowed to do. And then 6 hours later, or whatever it is,
it's a miracle.
Oh, yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm hosting the show. He went from like at 8 p.m. Eastern, Pop, I got the black lung, to welcome in. It's the Ryan Hickey Show on CBS Sports Radio. CBS Sports Radio. Be a little bit weird. So anyway, Chris Trapasso could have joined us coming up at 8:20. And the reason why we're having on Chris is what happens when Hickey doesn't show up to work. Because I don't know if Hickey would have booked Chris because he knows where this is going. I'm hoping, Chris, he's right that the Colts move up to 1. They get Anthony Richardson because Hickey, all he wants is Bryce Young. And since, I don't want to say Hickey screwed us this week, but since he's playing with the radio karma this week, I hope it comes back to bite him in the you-know-what. And if the Colts, Carlos, this is what you got to learn. If the Colts don't get Bryce Young, it's because he took off on this Friday and then is working his show later tonight. That's what it's going to be. That's how. Right now, Jim Irsay's sitting there going, I know I just said I like Bryce Young. Yeah, I like that Alabama quarterback when we introduced a new head football coach like 2 days ago in Shane Steichen. But now since Hickey messed with Gelb we can't take Bryce Young anymore. So thank you, Jim. All righty, let's update you on the biggest stories in the world of sports with some audio. We call that segment the News Brief.
Time for your daily news brief. We get you caught up on the rumors, reports, and reconnaissance from the day in sports.
Our boy Slick Reynolds on Twitter. Yes, you should be annoyed at Hickey. Your audience is annoyed at Hickey. I'm annoyed at Hickey. Jeez. Settle down there, Slick. Kevin Durant. He did speak to the media yesterday, got introduced as a member of the Phoenix Suns, and he did discuss the Kyrie Irving trade demand and upset how he could not win with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I was upset that we couldn't finish. I thought we had some good momentum. We were finally building the culture that we always wanted. I felt like every game we were building our chemistry. But I didn't know what was going on with Kyrie and his situation with the organization, so I didn't really focus on that. I only focused on what we were doing on the court, and it was a blow to our team. It just took away our identity. He was a huge, huge part of what we do. So without him, we didn't have a clear identity. So that was tough for me to stomach.
KD. About damn time, Kevin. Like, what took you so long? You allowed Kyrie Irving to stab you in the back for the last 2 years. And finally, even though it wasn't what I would have done, I would have gone way over the top because I'm so annoyed at Kyrie Irving. He finally just somewhat told the truth. And that's as truthful as you're going to get from Kevin Durant. About damn time. Mike Budenholzer, the always entertaining Mike Budenholzer, on the Giannis Antetokounmpo wrist injury.
We're hopeful the x-ray was clean and, he's got a sprain. We'll just, I think see how he feels tomorrow, see how he feels the next few days, and continue to evaluate it.
And let's also hear more from Coach Bud on his thoughts when Giannis Antetokounmpo did go down with the injury.
He's a guy that is attacking the basket all the time, and, he's fearless, and he takes a lot of falls. So you kind of learn to just expect him to always bounce back up, and that's what we're hoping for this one.
And the latest, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, Giannis is in some pain after his wrist injury and wants to play in the NBA All-Star Game. As great as it is, and I don't even love the All-Star Game or All-Star Weekend anymore, the league would want Giannis there. But if Giannis isn't healthy and this just happened,
Since 1948, WKTY has been covering sports in the Cooley region, a tradition that continues today. In addition to listening to tonight's game, you can watch the game on the WKTY website and the app, thanks to Firefighters Credit Union and Newey's Vogue Bar and Grill. Now let's go courtside with the voice of local sports on WKTY, Drew Kelly.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into High School Basketball Live here tonight on WKTY 96.7 FM and 580 AM, streaming live on WKTYSports.com/video. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening from Onalaska for another massive MVC showdown featuring the La Crosse Central Riverhawks and the Onalaska Hilltoppers. It is once again a top 10 matchup. Onalaska ranked number 4 in Division II. Central is ranked number 9. They fell out of the top 10 in the midst of a 3-game losing streak in January, but since that point they have rattled off 8 wins in a row, including against a very good Medford team, 67-58, a non-conference win over Wisconsin Rapids, took care of Logan, took care of Holman, took care of Aquinas in this winning streak, so some high-quality competition that the Riverhawks have played that they've been able to dispatch since those couple of losses in a row, including against Onalaska, and then the next day to Matameti, a very good team out of Minnesota. You take a look at what this Central team brings to the table. Nick Williams leads the way with 17 points a game, 16 and a half for both Henry Meyer and Bennett Freed, so very balanced scoring between those three. And it was Henry Meyer that was really the focal point in the first game between Central and Onalaska, hitting 2 large three-pointers in the first half, or in the closing minutes, rather, and also a late shot in the first half to kind of give some momentum for Central. We all know what happened, though, in overtime. TJ Stutley, who had 20 points in the second half in overtime, took the game-winning shot. Only one possession for each squad in the overtime period. obviously 4 minutes, and it was just kind of keep away, playing four corners style offense. And Onalaska executed things perfectly. Got a stop on the defensive end, forcing an offensive foul. Onalaska got it back with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, took it all the way down to 3 seconds. Knew worst case scenario, they'd be going into double overtime, and TJ Stutley got a pass into the lane, and he was able to knock down the shot at the buzzer to get the win. At that point, a very much needed win for Onalaska. And it's going to be an interesting roster here for Onalaska tonight. We talked about in the West Salem game about TJ Stutley returning from the injury to his ankle. There's another guy that has been injured since that point. Adam Skifton will not play tonight. He's in street clothes. He's on crutches. He's got a boot on his left leg. And so he will not be available for this evening's game. That's a massive blow for them as far as his scoring 7.1 points per game on the season. But he's shooting 63% from the free throw line, 49% from second three-point shooter in that standpoint. And so he's going to be missed here in this game tonight. So look for Isaac Skemp to play more of a role. Evan Anderson's really been the main scorer since TJ Stutley has been hampered with the ankle. He obviously has to step up big here tonight. Also, you take a look at a guy like Max Klein, a little bit more of a post presence maybe here for Onalaska this evening. Maybe they go that direction as opposed to more to the four guard and one center type of rotation that they've been doing the last few games. And it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to get back before the playoffs, because obviously there's 2 games left for Onalaska. There's tonight and there's Aquinas coming up on Thursday of next week. Both teams are tied for the conference lead, so you take a look at the conference race in the Mississippi Valley. Central will be taking on Aquinas next Thursday. Onalaska plays Holman, and we'll have that game on WKTY, the Onalaska versus Holman game in Holman. But obviously coming down to the final end of the season, as it does every single year between these two teams, Central and Onalaska. And it's no different this year. Central 17-5, 9-1 in conference play. Onalaska is 16-4 and 10-0 in conference play. Going to be a fantastic game here tonight. We've got a sellout crowd from John Shelton Court, and we are glad that you are with us here this evening. If you weren't able to get a ticket yourself, watching on WKTYSports.com/video in the app, thanks to Firefighters Credit Union and Newey's Vogue Bar and Grill. Going to take a quick break here. We'll give you the starting lineups, and tip-off between Central and Onalaska comes your way next. This is high school basketball live here tonight on WKTY.
Cheering for your team at the game can definitely give them a needed push on the field. Cheering for your plumber, on the other hand, well, the team at Bernie Buckner can't say it happens every day, but they'll get the job done no matter what. So make some noise for your team at the next game, and if you need a plumber or someone to take on your next commercial HVAC project, call Bernie Buckner. They're proud to support high school athletics, and they aren't afraid to tackle your toilet trouble. Go to BernieBucknerINC.com.
What makes the nightly specials so special at Old Town Inn? You get your favorites served to you without lifting a finger, but you may want to lift some utensils when the food gets to your table. From 4 till 9, Wednesdays at Old Town, they're bringing you seafood. Thursdays, it's chicken and ribs. Fridays, the fish fry. And Saturday, prime rib and barbecue. Or you can always order their new hand-tossed pizza at the bar anytime until late. Grab a special and try the old-fashioned flight at Old Town Inn in Westby. Never miss a sunset.
Hi, I'm Jim from Sign Pro. You know, there's something really cool about driving around town and seeing something that you designed or made. If that sounds cool to you, Sign Pro has a full-time position as a sign maker in our production department. You'll be designing and so you'll need some computer skills, and Photoshop and Illustrator experience is a real bonus. More often than not, you're going to be working with a power saw and a screw gun. And fabricating signs is a physical job, so you'll need to be able to lift 50 pounds. Sign Pro offers a comprehensive benefits package and bonuses that generously reward go-getters. You can find our job posting on Indeed, or check us out at signprousa.com. I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I haven't had to run a recruitment ad in over 10 years. So if you want to find a creative career with a company that is doing nothing but grow,
go to a pro. Sign Pro.
Sign Pro's an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Terry Erickson, your host for Seven Rivers Sports, a podcast that seeks to find the true colors of my guests. One of my favorite UWL Eagle football players, senior Cam Sorensen. The economy is an issue. Cam, are you going to fix it?
I think there's going to be a lot of world leaders that need to figure that out all together in a coherent plan.
You can find Seven Rivers Sports at WKTYsports.com or wherever you download your podcasts.
Welcome back to John Shelton Court in Onalaska High School. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening on WKTY 96.7 FM and 580 AM. They're going through the starting lineups here for the respective teams. First for Central, it'll be number 3, Boston Brindley, a 6-foot senior. Number 5, Nick Williams, a 6'2" senior. Bennett Freed, a 6'7" guard/forward. Number 12, Henry Meyer, a 6'3" junior, and Tyler Young, a 6'3" senior. As for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, it'll be Isaac Skemp, a 6'5" junior. TJ Stutley, a 6'5" sophomore. Evan Anderson, a 6'4" junior as well. And just getting the last starter here. It's also Evan Anderson. It's Nick Odom. And it'll be number 22, Max Klein. So they do go more the big man route. Somebody to try to match up with Bennett Freed, who was quiet in that game against Onalaska the first time around when this game took place on the south side of the cross. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams start out. Do they pace themselves, try to feel out the other team, or do they go 100 miles an hour out of the gate? We'll have to see. Onalaska in the white jerseys, purple numerals and lettering, and gray trim as well. Central in the all-black with red numerals, jerseys, and white and red trim as well. 18 minutes on the clock, and we're just about set for the second game of the season between Onalaska and Central. Evan Anderson jumping for the Hilltoppers. Bennett Freed jumping for Central. Riverhawks going from left to right. Onalaska from right to left as you watch on our video feed here tonight. Packed house from John Shelton Court. Ref steps into the circle. Ball is in the air. We're underway on a Friday night in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Nick Williams has it for Central as they win the opening tap. Henry Meyer out on the right wing, trying to get it to Nick Williams on the right post, but getting in there for the steal was Nick Odom. Here comes DJ Stutley out on the right wing for the Hilltoppers. They're in the front court. Top of the key for Skemp. Now left wing it goes for Evan Anderson. Anderson around a screen. Has it right elbow, pulls up from there. Jumper in and out, no good. Boston Brindley skies for the rebound. Outlet right to Nick Williams. Williams slows things up in the front court. Has it on the top of the key. Left side for Boston Brindley, high on the left. They throw it to the right side for Tyler Young. Top of the key for Bennett Freed, who came off a screen. Now left wing for Williams, and further left, it goes for Henry Meyer. Now Boston Brindley driving left of the lane, stopping near the free throw line. They throw it back to the right side on a reversal. Tyler Young to Bennett Freed out on the top of the key. Man-to-man defense played right now by the Hilltoppers. No score, a minute gone by. Bennett Freed driving baseline, got around his man, and a whistle and a shove on the floor. So the first foul of the game goes against Onalaska, and more specifically Max Klein. First team foul, first personal on Max. 58 seconds gone by, no score from Onalaska. Nick Williams looks for an inbound teammate, gets it into the corner for Boston Brindley left side. He finds a double team, now left wing for three. It's Bennett Freed, air ball, offensive rebound, and putback is up. And it is good by Nick Williams. So Williams gets the scoring started for Central. It's 2-0 Riverhawks here in the early going. Max Klein to the right wing for TJ Stutley. Now left wing it for Isaac Skemp, and into the corner for Odom. And baseline for Evan Anderson. Drives around Boston Brindley, gets caught up, has to kick it out. Right wing three on an extra pass. Skemp in and out with a three ball. And the rebound skied for and taken by Henry Meyer. Meyer into the front court, slows things up. Now top of the key for Bennett Freed. To the right side, it goes for Tyler Young. Young back to Freed. Now they reverse it to the left side. Henry Meyer on the wing. He drives a few steps in. Good defense by Evan Anderson to cut him off. Double team comes. Boston Brindley now drives left of the lane. Has to stop. Kicks it back out to Williams. Three-pointer top of the key. No good. Too strong. Stutley skies for the rebound for Onalaska. Hilltoppers into the front court. Down by 2 with 2 minutes gone in the first half. He's going to stop just in front of the free throw line. Jumper is too strong. Rebounded by Boston Brindley. Back the other way comes Central. Taking the screen is Brindley, now top of the key for Bennett Freed. Freed gets it off for Brindley out on the left wing. Cross-court pass to the right wing for Freed. Guarded by Max Klein. And a lob inside. Great job getting position. Nick Williams with a bullet pass in low to Bennett Freed, who had position down inside. And it's 4-0 Central. Williams and Freed, the first 2 buckets of the night. Evan Anderson, top of the key off the screen. Now left wing for Nick Odom. Goes around the screen himself. Drives all the way to the lane. And he's going to scoop it off the glass for 2. Nobody got in his way. And Nick Odom cuts the Central lead in half to 2 points. 15-15 to go here in the first half. It's 4-2 Central on top. Tyler Young out of the right wing. They go from left to right as you watch on our video feed. Boston Brindley back to Young out on the right side again. Takes a few dribbles towards the middle and hands it off to Bennett Freed. Freed, double team comes, has to kick it out. Tyler Young out on the right wing, did not take the 3, instead drives inside. Good defense by Skemp to cut him off and has to kick it back out to the perimeter. Nick Williams, high on the top. Driving, spinning at the free throw line, and now throwing it away. Trying to save it is Brindley, and Brindley now on a scrum. Who's going to have possession? It's going to be off of Central. Evan Anderson fighting for it. Boston Brindley coming back and getting in his way, and it goes off of Onalaska. It was almost a backcourt violation. Brindley just not giving up on the play. So Central keeps it with 14.5 to go first half. 4-2 the score. Bennett Freed out on the left wing. Cross-court pass to the right side for Williams. Williams to the right block for Bennett Freed. Double team comes. Opposite corner 3 on the way by Brindley. Short, no good, and the rebound to Isaac Skemp. Skemp outlets left to TJ Stutley. He's into the front court. Has it out on the top of the key. Slows things up. Gets it off for Skemp. Now right wing for Max Klein. Klein around the screen. Top of the key for Odom. And the right wing, it is going for TJ Stutley. Has his foot on the line on the wing. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Boston Brindley underneath. Up ahead to Nick Williams. Nice job keeping his eyes up. Shot in close by Freed was no good. Offensive rebound by Tyler Young, though, keeps it alive for Central. Williams fires a bullet down inside in a transition opportunity, but Freed could not finish. Off to the right side for Henry Meyer. Cross-court pass into the left corner. Nick Williams, he'll sky for 3. That's in and out, no good. And Henry Meyer keeping the play alive again. Shot up, no good in the lane, and the rebound cleared by Max Klein. He outlets right here to Nick Odom. Odom slows things up for the Hilltoppers. It's 4-2 Riverhawks on top. Evan Anderson, stop and go move, kicks it into the corner. Klein, now left wing for Skemp, and back to the top of the key for Evan Anderson. Left side for Klein again. Max Klein guarded by Tyler Young. Right side for TJ Stutley. Crossover dribble into the corner for 3. Klein off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Brindley. Up ahead to Nick Williams. Williams weaving his way through a couple of defenders. Putting up the shot. It's up and good. Nick Williams was kind of out of control. Kind of settled himself right before he got into the lane. And it helps him get to the bucket. 6-2 the score. 12:46 remaining first half. Anderson out near the timeline. Takes a screen from Stutley, has it left wing. Long 2 on the way, left to the free throw line. He got it to go. Evan Anderson, his first bucket of the night on a 17-foot jumper. And it's 6-4 Central with the lead. 12:30 left first half. Nick Williams, left wing, into the corner for Tyler Young. A couple of substitutions getting sent to check in for both sides. Boston Brindley, right side for Nick Williams on the wing. Back to Brindley, and now left side it goes for Bennett Freed. Trying to get it to the baseline. Nick Odom, the second time he's been able to get into the passing lane and get the steal. Odom into the front court, trying to get it off for Evan Anderson. Pass too far ahead, and it's a turnover. Stolen away by Bennett Freed of Central. Freed, crossover dribble, getting into the lane, stopping, fadeaway jumper, 8 feet, got it to go. Nice offensive possession there for Bennett Freed. On a fadeaway jumper, it's 8-4 Central. Freed and Williams both with 4 points respectively. 4 points total for Onalaska. Evan Anderson out in the right corner. Takes a screen, now has it right wing. Launches from 3, halfway down and popped out. Rebounded by Nick Williams of Central. Up ahead, right side for Meyer. Getting into the lane and hanging in midair. Kicks it out, left wing for 3. Boston Brindley, the shot no good. Rebounded by Skemp. Outlets right to Stutley. TJ Stutley out on the right wing. Stop and go move, and a whistle and a foul called on Central. A holding foul as he got to the baseline. It's called on the floor. Brindley called for the personal. Peyton Strittmatter. Also number 20 for Central, Noah Dingle, check in. And Simon Desmond checks in for Onalaska. Desmond has it in the right corner, gets it right wing for Nick Odom. Around the screen is Skemp, fadeaway jumper right of the lane, got it to go. Had his foot in the lane, about an 8-footer. Was good for Isaac Skemp, his first two. It's 8-6, 11 minutes to go, first half. Nick Williams harassed near midcourt, almost stolen away, and it is stolen away. And Nick Odom with his third steal, he is shoved to the ground before the transition opportunity can present itself. And I think more Central defenders were back there, so it's not going to be a clear path foul. We'll see who they get officially. It's going to be on Strittmatter. That's the second team foul on Central, first on Peyton. Riverhawks with a 2-point lead, under 11 to go, first half. It's the first stoppage we've had in some time. Nick Odom out on the top of the key, dribble to the left side, gets it off left wing, first time, and Desmond on the pass. Desmond gets a few steps inside the arc, harassed as he picks up his dribble, gets it off to John Nickram, who's just checked in. Nick Odom now high on the right side. Nick Williams guarding him loosely, gets it off to Evan Anderson, left wing, trying to split the double team. Shot up, and no good. Going to be a blocking foul called on the Riverhawks on the floor. Team foul number 3 this time. Boston Brindley, the blocking foul on him. Frankie will check in place of Henry Meyer. Boston Brindley checks out with his second personal foul. Bennett Freed, after a short break, is back in there. TJ Stutley as well in for Evan Anderson, and Ian Cole in for Nick Odom. So again, substitutions continue these last couple of minutes. Ian Cole out on the left side, on the wing, to the baseline for Simon Desmond. Backs down his man, kicks it right wing. Now they throw it back to him on the reversal. Left wing for him, trying to drive on Strittmatter. Good defense there by Peyton. Now driving is Stutley, getting to the baseline, and a charging foul called on TJ. I think they said he used his elbow to kind of shove him over. And it's going to go back to Central with a 2-point advantage. 10-19 left to go first half. And inbound to Nick Williams. He'll bring the ball into the front court here. Right side for Peyton Strittmatter in the front court. Coach Cole still giving the ref a piece of his mind. Nick Williams driving towards the middle. Top of the key for Bennett Freed. Freed dribbling to the right side, goes around the screen, has it baseline, cut off by Desmond. Back out to Strittmatter, right side. Wilk had it for a moment. And an offensive foul, an illegal screen called on Noah Dingle from Central off the ball. And it'll go back to Onalaska. Dingle will check out. Checking back in is Henry Meyer. That's his first, team's fourth for Central already. 2 team fouls on Onalaska right now. Stutley will take it into the front court, left side of the floor. 8-6, the Riverhawks with the lead. Dribbles to the top of the key, now has it right of the lane, drives, gets to the right post, puts up the fadeaway jumper in the lane, no good. Rebounded there by Bennett Freed. Here comes Nick Williams up the left side of the floor for Central. Driving right of the lane, has it out on the wing now. Stop and go move, gets to the right baseline, puts up the shot with some contact from Stutley. It's no good, and Stutley pulls down the board. Central gets back on defense. Stutley into the corner for Ian Cole. Got his man in the air, drove around him, got into the lane, shot up no good. Offensive rebound by Cole. Second opportunity no good, and the rebound cleared by Bennett Freed. Here comes Meyer into the front court, has it out on the right side, guarded by John Nickram. Nickram is going to foul Henry Meyer as he blew past him on the dribble. That'll be the third team foul on the Hilltoppers, first on John. And a little bit of an offensive struggle for both these teams so far. Remember, it was 48-46, the overtime score, so obviously with 4 extra minutes, that's what it took. It was 46-46 at the end of regulation. Frankie Wilk high on the right side, gets it top of the key for Peyton Strittmatter. Left wing for Henry Meyer. Left of the lane, Strittmatter with a jumper from 15 feet, missed it no good, rebounded by TJ Stutley. Right side of the floor into the front court for Skemp, and out of the corner for Nick Odom. Driving base, it's cut off, ball knocked out of his hands, stolen away. Here comes Central. Henry Meyer slows things up. Jump steps into the lane, and it's going to be a traveling violation on him. Coach Ferguson saying, slow things down. No need to panic. No need to go a little bit too quickly there. Didn't have the numbers, back it out, play offense. Nevertheless, it is Onalaska basketball. Evan Anderson in the front court for the Hilltoppers. Dribbling out to the right side of the floor. For the right, out on the wing for Skemp. Now top of the key, it goes for Simon Desmond high, almost near midcourt. Right side for Skemp. Now left side, it goes for Odom. Central switching into his zone defense right now. Simon Desmond to the top of the key for Skemp, and now right wing for Odom on a quick pass to him. Back to Skemp. Over to Desmond, thought about the three, instead kicks it into the corner for Anderson. Shot up, no good, but a foul on the three-point attempt. Frankie Wilk is going to get called for the personal, and Evan Anderson will shoot 3 free throws here. He's fortunate that it was not made. Frankie Wilk, that is. That's his first, team's 5th. So 3 free throws coming here for the Hilltoppers and the junior transfer from Black River Falls. Looking to add to his 2-point total on the night. First free throw on the way is good. Thought it might pop out at the last second, but it does stay in. Makes it 8-7 with 8:13 to go in the first half. Second one coming up momentarily here. That one is good as well. Anderson ties the game at 8 apiece. Over halfway through this first half. One more coming to take the lead for Onalaska for the first time tonight. He's good again. 5 points for Evan Anderson. It's a 5-0 run for the Hilltoppers in that regard. It was 8-4 until this quick spurt. Nick Williams in the front court for Central. Looking for a teammate, finds Henry Meyer out on the right side. Meyer on the wing, cross-court pass into the left corner for Strittmatter. He drives. Gets it off to the right side again for Bennett Freed. Further right on the wing for Meyer. Ball knocked out of his hands. Picked up by Peyton Strittmatter. Good job by him to go get it. Looked like Meyer thought it was just going to go out of bounds, and Evan Anderson was closing quickly. Nick Williams, double team near the top. Gets it off to the right side for Tyler Young. Shots right of the lane, no good. Short, rebounded by Desmond. 2-on-1 opportunity. Up ahead to TJ Stutley. Weaves his way. Gets to the baseline. Good defense by Tyler Young. But the putback up and good for Evan Anderson. Anderson able to finish what Stutley could not. 11-8, 7:14 to go. And a timeout called by the Riverhawks. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 7:14 to go, first half. We take our first break. This is high school basketball on WKTY.
You are in the wedding business and you want to keep your business growing. Join us for Wedding World with Midwest Family, Sunday, March 5th at the beautiful Riverside Ballroom and Terrace at the La Crosse Center. This is an elevated experience and intimate. Talk one-on-one with brides and grooms-to-be. It's your time to shine, and this is what you live for. Show them how incredible your business is and why you should be part of their big day. Single booths for Wedding World start at just $5.99. Get more info and book yours today at weddingworldlacrosse.com.
Welcome back to Onalaska High School. Hilltoppers with a 3-point lead over Central. Onalaska ranked number 4 in the latest polls in Division 2. Central is ranked number 9 in those same polls. Nick Williams takes it across half court on the inbounds pass. Gets it off to Bennett Freed out near the top. Freed looking for a cutter. Gets it back to Williams out on the right wing. High on the right side right now. Over to Strittmatter further right. Back to Williams. Resets the offense here with under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Peyton Strittmatter driving left of the lane. Backing down his man. Nice backdoor feed to Tyler Young. He's too far underneath the basket. Has to kick it out. Henry Meyer left of the lane. Puts up the 5-footer. That's off the back iron. No good. Skemp pulls down the rebound for the Hilltoppers. Outlets right for Stutley. Stutley out on the right wing. Goes right back for Skemp. Thought about a long three. Kicks it instead for Nick Odom. Now to TJ Stutley. The shot between the circles. Up and good. Hit the back iron and had the friendly roll. And TJ Stutley is on the board in points. He's got 2. 13-8 the score. Lead now is 5, and it's a 9-0 run by Onalaska. Peyton Strittmatter left of the lane. Drives. Cut off there by Skemp. Kicks it back out. Now top of the key for Bennett Freed. Left side for Henry Meyer. Getting to the baseline. Cut off by Stutley. Double team. Gets into a cutting Nick Williams, who hits the floater in the lane. He adds to his total. He's got 6. And it's 13-10, back to a one-possession game. Evan Anderson driving inside. Some contact on the right post. It's up and good, though. Got it to go off the glass. Central fans wanting a travel. None coming. Back to a 5-point Onalaska lead, 15-10. Nick Williams gets it off for Tyler Young. Now right side for Peyton Strittmatter out on the wing. Strittmatter back to Young, and now further left it goes for Freed. Bennett Freed to Nick Williams out on the left wing. Backs it out. Meyer off to the right side for Strittmatter again. Thought about a long two, instead hands it off for Meyer for three. Drills it. Henry Meyer gets on the scoreboard. His first 3 points, and it's a 2-point game for Onalaska and Central. Nick Odom high on the right side. Strittmatter on him. A zone pressure right now by Central. He plays catch with Isaac Skemp, now left wing for Simon Desmond. Back into the game. Skemp. They throw it back to the left side for Desmond, and now to the baseline left for Evan Anderson. Crossword pass to the right wing. Open for three is Skemp. He's nothing but the bottom of the net. Isaac Skemp, his first three, Onalaska's first three, and it's 18-13. Again, just punch, counterpunch, answering each other's shots right now these last couple of minutes. Tyler Young, further left out on the wing for Bennett Freed in the front court for Central. Driving baseline, good defense there by Desmond. Now Stutley comes to help, gets it off for Strittmatter. Down inside, trying to feed the pass to Tyler Young, and it's stolen by Nick Odom. Here comes Stutley on a nice Euro step into the lane, gets the shot to go, and the lead has ballooned to 7 for Onalaska. Stutley now with 4, timeout on the floor, 60-second break by Central. We'll back out to this. This is high school basketball on WKTY.
I've met with hundreds of people over the years to help them with their finances, and almost every time they look me in the eye and go, no one has ever talked to me like this.
That's Bruce Smolek, president of Firefighters Credit Union.
And I know why no one has talked to you like this. They're scared to offend you, or they're trying to sell you something. When you come to Firefighters Credit Union, our best product is honesty and the truth. We're going to say what you need to hear to make life better for you and your family. And we are never going to try to sell you something. We'll offer you solutions and give you options so you can make wise choices. Come to Firefighters Credit Union, where you can have an honest, truthful conversation with a friend.
Firefighters Credit Union, 5th Avenue South, La Crosse, Amy Drive, Holman, Midwest Drive, Onalaska, and more info at myfirecu.org.
Firefighters Credit Union.
Equal housing lender. Membership eligibility required. Deposits federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Onalaska High School. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening. 20-13. Onalaska on a little bit of a run here, making it a 7-point advantage with just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. Boston Brindley out on the top of the key, gets it off to the right elbow for Bennett Freed. Freed right back to Nick Williams out on the wing. Has it right side, backs it out. We'll reset the offense here. Freed over to the left wing for Tyler Young. We'll throw it back to the right side again. Out on the wing is Nick Williams. Back to the left side, Bennett Freed. Freed is picked up by TJ Stutley. Stutley knocks it out of his hands. Freed able to get it near midcourt. Gets it off for Boston Brindley to reset. Nick Williams out on the right wing, driving right of the lane. Got around one man, put up the shot, no good. They say it was a clean block. Central fans wanting a foul. I think they got a piece of the arm. It's going to be a clean play for now. Williams will inbound here for Central. Down by 7. Inbounds pass goes into Henry Meyer. Meyer top of the key for Brindley. Now right wing for Freed. Bennett back to Boston. High on the top. Now over to Freed. And now right side for Nick Williams. 2-3 zone by Onalaska. They get it inside. Boston Brindley. Back to Freed. Extra pass to Nick Williams. Back to Bennett. He'll shoot the three from the top of the key. Missed it, no good. Ball is going to be controlled by Henry Meyer. Oh, they're going to say a jump ball. Coach Fergus not liking that shot from Bennett, wanting something more inside. Possession arrow favors Onalaska after the tie-up. Inbounds pass goes into Nick Odom as he will cross the timeline and gets it off to Evan Anderson instead. Anderson crosses the timeline. High on the top of the key. Right side now for Isaac Skemp. Into the corner for Desmond, right side. Simon Desmond. Over to Odom. Now right side for Evan Anderson off the screen. Takes another one. Drives inside, just in front of the free throw line. Picks up his dribble, needs help, gets it off to Stutley. Stutley drives on Freed, puts up the shot. Got it to go off the glass. TJ Stutley, aggressive move to the right block that time and overpowered Bennett Freed. Henry Meyer out on the right wing for Central. 22-13 Onalaska. They drive inside, does Meyer. Back out to Nick Williams. Will reset the offense with 2:32 to go in the first half. Freed out to the right side for Henry Meyer. He's got a 3 in his first half. Driving baseline, gets cut off on the post, and now trying to throw it to Nick Williams. It's thrown away, intercepted by TJ Stutley. Here comes Stutley into the front court. Bounces it for Evan Anderson. Now right wing for Skemp. Further right for Odom on the weak side. Left side over to Skemp, and now Anderson has it on the wing left. Back to the right side on a ball reversal. Simon Desmond, he'll just launch for a 3. Got it to go. He was kind of tired of it going back and forth from right to left, so he says, enough of this. I'm just going to drain it myself. Simon Desmond gets on the board in points here. 25-13 the score. Central trails by 12. Driving baseline is Nick Williams. Into the opposite corner for Henry Meyer. He drives into the lane, and a hand in the back for Evan Anderson. That's going to be the 15th foul called on the Hilltoppers. You see the personal foul limit for Evan. It's going to be first personal for him. Again, team 5th. Both teams now with 5 fouls. Into the corner for Henry Meyer on the inbounds pass. Trying to get it to Brindley, but thrown away, and Evan Anderson running up the right side of the floor, stepped on the baseline, or the out of bounds, the sideline rather. And it'll go back to Central. Boston Brindley to inbound here at midcourt. Gets it in to Nick Williams. Minute 35 to go in the half. We'll see how long Central burns off the clock here. They definitely knew how to do it based on what happened in overtime against these two teams last year, or last time they played back in January. Nick Williams out on the right side for Henry Meyer. Meyer dribbles with his left hand, gets towards the top, hands it off for Freed, now left for Boston Brindley. Further left for Freed, out on the wing. Double team comes. He takes the long 2 from the baseline. No good. Ball tapped around, taken by Brindley on a nice offensive board. Back out to Nick Williams for 3. He cans it on the right wing. Nick Williams, his first bomb of the night. It's back to a 9-point deficit for the Riverhawks. So maybe some positive momentum getting into the locker room there, if they can get a stop on this end. Evan Anderson will slow things up for Onalaska. 42 seconds to go. Great defense by Onalaska, played against Central. Onalaska basically on pace to what they were in the last game, 46 going into the end of regulation. A little bit beyond that right now. Stutley just camps out high on the left side. Nobody coming to help. Get it over to Evan Anderson now. 10 seconds to go, and they'll go to work. 7 seconds now. Coach Cole looking for movement. Has it left of the lane. Back out to Skemp. Ball is intercepted. Henry Meyer on the other end. Lays it up and in before the buzzer hits. Deja vu, as Bennett Freed did the same thing before the halftime buzzer sounded back in Central on a turnover on the last possession for the Hilltoppers. And Henry Meyer gets to 5 points here in the first half. So we have a score of Onalaska 25, Central 18. We will give you the halftime stats and some reaction right after this. A quick break. Back after this. This is high school basketball on WKTY.
You are in the wedding business and you want to keep your business growing. Join us for Wedding World with Midwest Family, Sunday, March 5th at the beautiful Riverside Ballroom and Terrace at the La Crosse Center. This is an elevated experience and intimate. Talk one-on-one with brides and grooms to be. It's your time to shine, and this is what you live for. Show them how incredible your business is and why you should be part of their big day. Single booths for Wedding World start at just $5.99. Get more info and book yours today at weddingworldlacrosse.com.
Cheering for your team at the game can definitely give them a needed push on the field. Cheering for your plumber, on the other hand, well, the team at Bernie Buckner can't say it happens every day, but they'll get the job done no matter what. So make some noise for your team at the next game. And if you need a plumber or someone to take on your next commercial HVAC project, call Bernie Buckner. They're proud to support high school athletics, and they aren't afraid to tackle your toilet trouble. Go to BernieBucknerINC.com.
I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. The NBA Slam Dunk competition is often referred to as a must-watch in today's sports landscape, or at least it used to, but the contest has lost a lot of juice over the years. The contest used to feature the league's brightest stars, Vince Carter, Dominique Wilkins, Blake Griffin, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Dr. J. But as the NBA continues to evolve, the dunk contest is slowly starting to die, and maybe it already has. Over the last 4 seasons, we've continued to see a lack of star power in the event. The past 4 winners have been Obi Toppin, Anthony Simons, Derrick Jones Jr., and Hamidou Diallo. Those players are all some of the NBA's best high flyers, but those aren't names that are going to bring in viewers. And unfortunately, this year's contest probably won't help that either. They will not be seeing players like Vince Carter. You're going to get the Delaware Bluecoats Mac McClung, who may win this thing. And until that changes, the NBA's issues surrounding one of its more historic events will only continue to suffer. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. This message is brought to you by Discover. Do you know that you could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection? The latest innovation from Discover. Discover will help regularly remove your personal information like your name and address from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And they'll do it for free. Activate in the Discover app. See terms and learn more at discover.com/online privacy protection. That's discover.com/online privacy protection. Football weather is here. Freezing temperatures, sleet, snow, and ice. Are your tires ready to tackle winter's worst? Well, the experts at TireRack.com will get your vehicle ready for prime time. They sell tires that dominate winter, like the Yokohama Ice Guard. Go to TireRack.com/Dan and tell them what you drive. Test results, tire ratings, consumer reviews, all the stats you need to make the right call. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
This is you over 30 years ago.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And this is your mom when you drive her back from therapy.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Roles change without us noticing. And in your new role, we help you help. AARP gives you the information to help care for your mom so that you can have patience with her, just like she did with you. Visit aarp.org/caregiving or call 1-877-333-5885 to get practical health and wellness tips to provide even better care for your loved one.
Are we there yet?
Remember, visit aarp.org/caregiving. AARP, we help you help. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to high school basketball. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening at John Shelton Court in Onalaska. The halftime score right now, Hilltoppers on top of the Central Riverhawks, 25-18. Let's take a look at the scoring for both these teams. First, for Onalaska, the leading team, Evan Anderson finished the first half with 9 points, thanks in large part to those 3 free throws, as Frankie Wilk fouled him on a 3-point attempt earlier in the first half. He was able to take the lead for Onalaska. They have yet to relinquish that lead. So 9 points total, 3 field goals inside the arc, and then 3 free throws as well. TJ Stutley has 6 points so far on the night. Isaac Skemp has a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer in his total, 5 points for him. 3 points for Simon Desmond, as well as 2 points for Nick Odom here this evening. As for the Central Riverhawks, Nick Williams with 9 points so far on the night, including a 3-pointer. 4 points for Bennett Freed. It was basically him and Nick Williams the first 8 points, and there was not a whole lot after that, but then Henry Meyer checking in and able to get the job done. He has 5 points, including a 3-pointer of his own to kind of get the momentum back for Central. It was a little bit waning for a while there. You could tell that Onalaska was about to go on a big run, and for about a 2 or 3 minute span, it was answering back and forth. It was a stop on the other end. If it was a score, it was a score on the other end. So the momentum kind of went back and forth there for about 4 or 5 minutes after being in Onalaska's hands for basically the majority of that first half, especially the way that they have played defense. TJ Stutley, just a nightmare on defense for Central right now, just all over the place, going up to help on double teams. And the Riverhawks have been flustered by that so far in this first half. Going to have to make some adjustments and try to find the open man. Obviously, if TJ comes on a double team, you got another guy that is open, and kind of test the Onalaska rotation defense, if that's what it's going to take. But right now it is, once again, a 7-point lead. Central comes into this one 17-5 on the season. They've won 8 in a row since losing to Matameti the day after losing to Onalaska back in January. So obviously perfect in February. You want to be playing your best basketball as the season winds down. Only a week away from the end of the regular season. We're going to have the pairings for postseason released on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. That's going to be streamed live on WIAAWI.com. If you want to check that out. And then they'll be on the website later on that afternoon. We're assuming Central Onalaska getting a 1 or a 2 seed. Might depend on what happens here tonight. Obviously, it'd be a split, 1 versus 1 as far as the win column, but less losses. It'd be an even loss column for Central and Onalaska after tonight, and 1 more win for the Riverhawks as well. So it's going to be an interesting seeding meetings for the postseason, kind of seeing who gets what seed. Logan in there as well. Holman, did they get a first-round home game? That's going to be interesting. The girls ended up going to the Division I. Are the boys in the same scenario, and how does that impact their seeding in either D1 or D2? We will take one final break. We'll have the second half of Central Onalaska coming up for you after this. You're listening to High School Basketball live here tonight on WKTY.
Pizza, pasta. If you could start a relationship with food, that's your go-to. What's not to love? Especially when it's from Features in Holman. Get comfy with your favorite comfort food all over again. Robust sauce, mounds of meat, veggies, all that cheese, crisp crust, and who can say no to Alfredo? Add in tenderloin tips, a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Comforts you love, even better. Features in Holman.
Features! Whenever you want food, family, and fun, make it Features in Holman.
Yeah! Now there's a winner!
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Portland Implement in Caston or go to PortlandImplement.com.
What's happening in our community? Here are some items from our calendar to put on your calendar. The Golden Eagle Gala is an annual favorite event to celebrate and fundraise to support local Gateway Scouting programs and Camp Decorah. This is one of their largest special event fundraisers of the year, and 100% of the proceeds stay local to support local youth. The Golden Eagle Gala is at the Waterfront's Cargill Room in La Crosse on Thursday, March 2nd. This year's keynote speaker is former Green Bay Packer running back Amon Green. There's also raffles, silent auction, and a live auction. For more, go to gatewayscouting.org/Golden Eagle. If you've got an event you'd like to get the word out about, go to AroundRiverCity.com and add your event to our calendar. Then, check out some of the other activities going on in our community.
Welcome back to Onalaska High School. Drew County live here this evening. Thanks to our video sponsors here tonight, Newey Smoke Bar and Grill, as well as Firefighters Credit Union. Thanks to our Onalaska sponsor, Bernie Buckner Incorporated, for helping us broadcast these games all season long. We'll be with you in the postseason as well after the seedings are released on Sunday. Again, next week is the end of the regular season. We'll have Onalaska at Holman on Thursday, and then the following week is when the postseason action really kicks off. Road to Green Bay, road to Madison. It's coming your way in just a couple of weeks. Should be fun. Underway here in the start of the second half as the inbounds pass goes to Nick Williams. Central starts out with the basketball. Bennett Freed, left wing, cross-court pass to Williams, right side. And he's looking for a teammate to throw it to. Instead goes baseline himself. Kicks it opposite corner for Brindley. Extra pass to Meyer. Now getting it to the top of the key. Bennett free, driving right at the lane, putting some body into the defender. Shot is blocked away by Skemp. Here comes TJ Stutley into the front court, right side of the floor. Stop and go move, gets to the right baseline, and a charging foul on TJ Stutley. And it'll be a charge. That's his second personal foul. He got charged for a charge early in the first half as well. So both fouls from Stutley coming on charges. Top of the key here for Boston Brindley. Now left wing it goes over for Henry Meyer. Meyer to the top of the key for Nick Williams. Williams over to Brindley. High on the left side, looking for a teammate. Just finds right near him Bennett Freed. Tyler Young out on the right wing. Driving inside, Skemp on him defensively. Stops in the lane, kicks it back out to Williams. Good defense there by Ian Skemp. Left of the lane is Williams, just beyond the arc, getting it over to Meyer, left wing. Goes between his legs with the dribble and gets it back to Brindley. Right side for Tyler Young. Young. As a double team comes, TJ Stutley reaches in. That's his third. We'll see what Coach Cole decides to do. It's obviously early in the first half. Your star player has 3 fouls here with 16:50 left. Inbounds pass goes in to Bennett Freed for Central. Handing it off to Nick Williams. Now left side for Tyler Young. Further left it goes for Brindley. To the baseline left, it's Bennett Freed. Freed faces up Simon Desmond. Off to the right side for Tyler Young. Now further right out of the wing, it is Nick Williams. He's double teamed. Has to go near midcourt. Has to throw it to somebody. And trying to save it was Tyler Young, and a turnover there on Central. Sloppy offensive possession there. Nick Odom can't convert the 3 on the other end, and the rebound down to Central. Nick Williams driving right of the lane, stopping as the double team comes. Fighting through the contact, gets the shot to go off the glass for 2. Nick Williams into double figures with 11 points. 25-20, the lead cut to 5 for Onalaska. Evan Anderson high on the right side, dribbles to the top of the key, goes around a screen, now steps back. Into the corner for Simon Desmond, over now to Nick Odom. Over to Evan Anderson, left wing. Anderson to the top of the key, long 3 on the way, that's in and out, no good, would not fall. Rebound goes down to Henry Meyer. Up the floor comes Williams, over to Meyer. Meyer is going to be fouled there by Evan Anderson. Anderson was not in the best position in transition there. That's going to be the third team foul, second called on the junior. Nick Williams will in there for Central, down by 5. Williams getting into Bennett Freed. Freed right side, backdoor feed to Henry Meyer. Nice reverse layup, can't finish though. Rebounded there for Skemp, and a foul rather on Frankie Wilk. That was a perfect pass from Bennett Freed, finding Meyer underneath, but just unable to finish. It was a tough play. A reverse layup with all the length that Onalaska has is not easy, but unable to get it to roll in. Nick Odom out to the left corner for Evan Anderson. Anderson to the baseline. TJ Stutley faces up his man. Cross-court pass to Odom. Fumbles it, gets it back, gets it off for Desmond. Now they throw it to the top of the key. Here is TJ Stutley at the free throw line. Jumper too strong, no good. Rebounded by Boston Brindley. Here comes Central into the front court. Stop and go move to the baseline. Trying to dump it off for Freed. Stolen away by Stutley. Stutley doesn't have numbers. Weaves his way through. Gets it back out to Desmond. Now into the corner for Odom. He spots up for 3. Too strong, no good. Ball tapped out. Taken by Odom. Odom. Johnny on the spot. A long 3-pointer for Skemp. Rims all the way in and out. Almost hit the Steph Curry-like 3. Boston Brindley slowing things up here, noticing it was a little bit helter-skelter there for Central. Right side for Henry Meyer. Meyer, right back to Bennett Freed. Now they reverse to the left side. Frankie Wilk, he'll shoot it for 3. That's halfway down. It popped out. He liked that look. Would not fall for him. Evan Anderson into the front court for Onalaska. Slows things up, goes around a screen, has it at the free throw line. Back out to Ian Skemp, and now left wing. 3-pointer by Desmond, no good, off the front iron. Rebounded there by Henry Meyer. Up ahead to Nick Williams. Williams, hesitation move, gets to the baseline, kicks it back out for Brindley. Extra pass to Wilt. 3-pointer on the way to right wing. Too strong, and the rebound is Stutley underneath. Couple of nice looks for Frankie Wilk on the last couple of possessions. Stop and go move. Skimp to the baseline. Reverse layup up and good. Running the floor in transition, able to make it a 7-point lead again. 27-20 the score. Bennett Freed high on the top of the key. Gets it over to the left wing for Brindley. Further left for Frankie Wilk. Wilk over to the left wing for Williams. Now they throw it back to the right side of the floor. Long three for Henry Meyer. He splashes it home, and Central needed that one. Meyer with his second three of the night. He's got 8. Back to a 4-point Onalaska lead. Stemming the tide of what could have been another big run by the Hilltoppers. Nick Odom's off a screen. Top of the key for Skemp. Now left wing for Evan Anderson. Anderson slowly working his way down into the lane and now into the corner for 3. Too strong for Simon Desmond. Rebound by Boston Brindley. Here's this Nick Williams. Has it out high on the left side of the floor in the front court. Gets it off for Boston Brindley. Now right wing for Henry Meyer. Court pass to Brindley. Asks Wilk to come for it. He does so. Back to Boston. Lobs it in to Nick Williams. Williams was looking for it for about 6 seconds. Finally getting it to him was Boston Brindley. And Williams adds to his total. He's now got 13 and a timeout called by the Hilltoppers. It's now a 2-point Hilltopper lead. 60-second break. We'll take it as well. This is high school basketball on WKTY.
If you're a sports fan, you can't afford to miss the Dan Patrick Show on WKTY.
Star of so many things, including Breaking Bad, Malcolm in the Middle, up for all kinds of awards, Broadway, he does it all.
Bryan Cranston.
That's the gentleman.
Oh, right.
Oh, gosh. You're sending me into retirement.
Are you going to the Super Bowl this year?
I am. I have an announcement. Aaron Paul and I are reprising our roles in Breaking Bad for a Super Bowl commercial for Popcorners. It's so much fun. We had a blast doing this.
Okay.
Vince Gilligan, the guy who created Breaking Bad, directed it.
Oh, boy.
So we have it's a lot of fun. You know, doing 7 years of that show, we didn't have a chance very often to just cut up and have a lot of fun.
Don't miss the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings 9 to 11 on WKTY, 96.7 FM, 580 AM.
Welcome back to Onalaska, a jam-packed gym here this evening. Appreciate everyone tuning in on their mobile devices, on their computers, on their TVs. If you're watching on WKTYSports.com/video, the WKTY app, as well as the Around River City app on Roku and Apple TV as well. Appreciate everybody tuning into this massive game tonight. Ian Cole into the front court for the Hilltoppers, throws it away. Boston Brindley gets in there for the steal on the other end, lays up, no good, and an offensive rebound. Bennett Freed following the play, gets the shot to go. We're tied up at 27 apiece. 12:20 to go in the game. Right side for Simon Desmond. Has it out on the right wing, now backs it out. Peyton Strittmatter on him defensively. Evan Anderson, right corner. Drives baseline, good defense by Brindley to cut him off. Top of the key. Skemp off to Anderson, right side. Central crowd getting into it right now. Left of the lane, spinning into the lane. Anderson with a shot, too strong. Brindley with a strong rebound, and he hands it off for Nick Williams. Right back to Brindley. Brindley is all sorts of fired up. Coach Ferguson saying, just take a breath, guys. Top of the key for Bennett Freed. Left wing for Meyer. Back to Freed. 11:43 to go in the game. It's a tie game. Inside for Meyer. He's stripped of it as he goes up for the shot. They're going to call a foul. And 2 shots coming for the senior. For the junior. 2 shots coming for him. 4 team fouls now on the Hilltoppers. Second personal foul called on John Nickram. First free throw for Meyer on the way. That's good. 9 points for Meyer. 1 more. He's into double figures. 28-27. Central retakes the lead. Their last lead was 8-4. Or rather, 8-6. And the free throw on the second chance is good as well. Hit every part of the rim and decided to fall. 29-27. Central with a 2-point advantage. Here comes Onalaska back into the front court. Nick Odom dribbling to the right side. Has it out of the wing, goes around the screen, over to TJ Stutley. Stutley attacks, gets into the lane, kicks it left wing for Nickram. Nickram tries to drive baseline, and a blocking foul or a holding foul going to be called on Nick Williams as he tried to stop Nickram from getting inside position. First personal foul on him, team's second foul. Checking out is Bennett Freed. Checking in is Noah Dingle. Freed looking like he needs a little bit of a break here. We'll see how long he's on the bench. Inbounds pass to Nick Odom, high on the left side. Thought about throwing it to Anderson. Now he does. He's out on the top of the key. A zone defense by Central right now. Ian Skemp out on the left wing. Williams on him defensively. Cross-court pass to Anderson, right side. Further right for Nick Odom. Has to retreat. Gets it back to Anderson. Now left wing for Skemp. Three-pointer on the way. That's no good off the left iron. Rebounded by Brindley again. He's been a monster on the glass here in this second half. Nick Williams in the front court for the Riverhawks. Inside of 11 to go. Driving left of the lane, putting up the shot. The scoop shot up, no good. Thinking he was drawing some contact. So he tried for the quick, easy shot. No avail, no whistle as well. TJ Stutley back out to Skemp. Into the corner for Nickram. Back to Skemp. Three-pointer as he spots up from the left wing. No good. Offensive rebound by Odom. He's trapped between three black jerseys. Gets it out of there to Evan Anderson. Anderson's shot left post. No good. Rebounded by Dingle underneath by Central. Coach Cole going livid. Noah Dingle getting the rebound. Here comes Boston Brindley. Right side for Henry Meyer. Driving baseline gets cut off there by Anderson. Back out to Brindley. Brindley will reset the offense. Throw it around to the left side for Dingle and now into the corner for Nick Williams. He faces up Nick Odom. Into the left post, fadeaway jumper baseline. That's in for Henry Meyer. Another timeout called by Onalaska. This one by Central, making sure that they have everything they want. It's a 30-second break. We'll take it as well. Be back after this, live on WKTY.
You know the name Reinhardt Food Service. You've seen the trucks running all over the Coulee region. Now they'll be carrying on the same commitment to quality ingredients and food distribution under a new name, Performance Food Service. You can be a part of all that Performance Food Service brings to the table. Become a driver or warehouse worker and claim the benefits you deserve in a career you'll love with Performance Food Service. Discover the opportunities at jobs.performancefoodservice.com.
Back here at Onalaska High School, a bit of a run here for the Riverhawks. A 14-2 run coming out of the break. It's a 4-point lead for Central. 25-18 at halftime. It's now 31-27. And that steal and bucket by Henry Meyer before the buzzer sounded at the end of the first half is looking a little bit more impactful. TJ Stutley backing down Bennett Freed. Left post, fadeaway jumper baseline. Missed it short, no good. Freed with a rebound. Hands it off for Nick Williams, and he'll take it across midcourt for Central. Hands it off for Boston Brindley. Brindley runs the point. Brindley picks up his dribble off to the left wing for Peyton Stripmatter. Further left for Henry Meyer. Back to Stripmatter out on the top of the key. Right side for Freed, further right for Boston Brindley. Lobs it down to Nick Williams. Williams can't handle it. Gets it into the corner. Stripmatter, three left corner. He got it to go. Peyton Stripmatter open for three. And it's now a 7-point Central lead. Right of the lane is Stutley. Stolen away on the pass to Anderson. Here comes Brindley. Euro step in the lane. Good with a shot. What a momentum swing for Central. They cannot be stopped and blocked away. Nickram is swatted by Nick Williams. Everything going wrong for Onalaska in this half. 36-27. 8:40 to go. Boston Brindley slows things up. Driving around Stutley. Euro step in the lane again. Finishing underneath. And Coach Cole has seen enough. Boston Brindley, the rebounds have been there all night. The scoring, the last couple of possessions. Central with an 11-point lead will take 60 seconds. This is high school basketball on WKTY.
Are you an entertainer, the star of the show? Or do you like business and growing an enterprise? Maybe you prefer computers and electronics or engineering. Jobs in these fields and many more are available right now in the exciting field of radio and TV broadcasting. Work on camera or behind a microphone, or check out jobs in engineering and technical support, office management and clerical work, sales and computer applications, even marketing and graphic design. If you like business, entertainment, engineering, communications, come see all the exciting opportunities available in broadcasting. Attend the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association's Career Fair, Saturday, February 25th at 11 a.m. at the Madison Marriott West in Middleton. Women and minorities are especially encouraged to attend. For more information, call 1-800-236-1922. Visit online at wi-broadcasters.org.
Welcome back to Onalaska. Big time run here by the Central Riverhawks. A 20-2 run out of the locker room. Ken Anderson and the Onalaska Hilltoppers stem the tide. He's out on the right block. Puts up the fadeaway jumper in the lane. No good. Nick Williams gets the rebound and off to the right side for Boston Brindley. Brindley across the timeline as we come up on 8 minutes to go in the game. Henry Meyer high on the left side, gets it right wing for Peyton Strittmatter. Strittmatter, ball at his waist, they throw it to the left side. Driving around Anderson as Henry Meyer all the way to the lane and all the way to the rim, and he finishes down inside. 40-27. Right wing for TJ Stutley. Top of the key for Evan Anderson. Anderson looking for a backdoor fade, did not get it. Now here's Stutley, back to Skemp. Skemp, Euro steps into the lane, got the shot to go out the glass, plus the foul. Isaac Skemp with a bucket, maybe that stems the tide. Maybe that swings the momentum in the other direction. It's 40-29 after the points will be added. The foul called on Henry Meyer, his first on the blocking foul. 7:36 to go. There's still a world of time in this one yet to play. But the Hilltoppers are going to need consecutive plays like that. Missed the free throw by Skemp. It's an 11-point Central lead. Boston Brindley across the timeline for the Riverhawks. Has it out on the left wing. Backs it out. Now dribbles to the right side of the floor. Over to Bennett Freed. Freed to the top of the key for Strittmatter. Peyton Strittmatter. Right side, back to Nick Williams. Williams, dribbling to the left. Left wing for Brindley. Boston, right back to Henry Meyer out on the right side. Central not in any hurry to force a shot right now. Onalaska playing a little bit tighter defense here. Left side for Nick Williams. Double team comes, gets it to Strittmatter, top of the key. Back to Williams. Nick Odom on him defensively, and he'll back it out, will Nick. Almost stepped on the half-court line, did not. Driving around the screen, has it right of the lane, leans in, puts up the shot, partially blocked. Offensive rebound by Freed. He misses two opportunities. Now we've got a whistle and a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Hilltoppers. Just the length for Bennett Freed, keeping the play alive, but he couldn't finish with a score. So Onalaska down by 11 with the basketball with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the contest. Nick Odom. Isaac Skemp. Basically leads them into the front court. Odom picks up his dribble off to the left wing for Skemp. Skemp has his pocket picked by Henry Meyer. What a defensive play by Meyer. Stripping Skemp of the basketball. Here comes Nick Williams into the front court. Great defensive stop there by the Riverhawks. Right side for Henry Meyer. Meyer calls out the play, has it right wing on Evan Anderson. Driving, gets to the right post, putting up the shot. Too short, no good. Ball tapped around. And Strittmatter saves it from going out of bounds. Left side for Nick Williams and a new possession for the Riverhawks. Back out to to Boston Brindley. Right side for Bennett Freed as the crowd reacts to the fake out there. Driving into the lane is Freed. And the hook shot is up, no good. And out of bounds was Nick Williams trying to save it. It's going to go back to the Hilltoppers. Good defensive possession again. But Onalaska is equipped to being in front and to being in the low-scoring games. And with Adam Skifton out, do they have the offense to come back into this one? Evan Anderson's going to have to take over here in the last 5:30. Nick Odom, top of the key. Picks up his dribble, gets it off to the left wing for Anderson. Now to Stutley. Stutley, left baseline. He spins baseline, putting up the shot. No good. Ball is taken by Stripmatter. He's double-teamed in the backcourt. Now they get it out of there. They'll come up the full length of the floor. Central does cross the timeline. And they'll reset the offense. Boston Brindley. High on the left side, just in front of the timeline. Now dribbles on Isaac Skemp. Double team comes. Stutley as he throws it away. Simon Desmond with a steal. Desmond into the front court. Nice Euro step, getting all the way to the rim, putting up the shot off the glass for 2. Simon Desmond with 5. 40-31. 4:47 to go in the game. Hold on to your seats, folks. This is going to be a heck of a finish if the Hilltoppers can get a couple of stops. Henry Meyer out near the timeline, gets it right side for Peyton Stripmatter. Further right for Boston Brindley. Brindley. Stop and go move. Stops at the left wing. Gets it over now to Stripmatter. Almost stolen away by Stutley, but instead Freed comes to get it. Nick Williams now baseline. Got it to go. They were in catch-up mode defensively for the Hilltoppers as they came with a double team and they were unable to get back into proper defensive position. Evan Anderson to the right post and a holding foul called on Central. We'll see who it's on. Nick Williams and Boston Brindley were in the vicinity, and they're going to call Nick Williams with his second personal. 4:08 to go in the game. 42-31 Hilltoppers trail. Looking to get back into this one. They got to do it in a hurry, though. Skemp out of the left wing. He'll shoot the long three. That is no good. Strong rebound by Bennett Freed of Central. Outlets left to Nick Williams. And he will take it across half court, almost stolen away. Maintains possession, gets it off to the left side now. Henry Meyer goes between his legs, picks up his dribble, gets double teamed. Gotta call a timeout. They do call a timeout. 30-second timeout here for Coach Ferget. 3:39 to go. Clock is your friend if you're the Riverhawks. We'll keep it here for the time being. Again, the score was 25-18. The lead for Onalaska at halftime. Since that point, it has been a 24-6 advantage for the Riverhawks. And again, as we mentioned, before the half, it was 25-16. Onalaska stalling at the very end of the half. A steal by Henry Meyer, laying it up before the buzzer sounded. And it just seemed like that positive momentum has carried over out of the locker room. They've just bottled that energy up over the course of 10 and have been playing with their hair on fire here in this second half. Central with possession, 3:39 to go with an 11-point lead. Looking to get a tie in the Mississippi Valley Conference at 10-1. Central would go to 18-5. Onalaska would fall to 16-5. Here's a foul in the backcourt, Max Klein. And they're trying to get a little bit more closer to bonus time. That's the 5th team foul on the Hilltoppers, second personally on Max Klein. Meyer gets it in to Stripmatter. He's fouled by Skemp. Still haven't called it. Now they do. That's the 6th team foul, so be ready for a lot of this. At least for the time being, trying to get them to the free throw line and take their chances there. Nick Williams will inbound here for Central. And now they'll switch and get it off for Boston Brindley to inbound the play. I think they want Nick to shoot the free throws here. And the inbounds pass to Henry Meyer. Meyer double teamed in the backcourt, trying to escape, keeps his dribble alive, and finally a foul on Simon Desmond. Coach Cole said if you're playing that good defense, just keep it up. Then a foul was called, though, after about 5 seconds had run off. 42-31. It's been a little bit of a struggle here the last week or so. If you talk about the Onalaska Hilltoppers losing to a very good West Salem team, 76-62. Knocked off Aquinas in double overtime, 61-57. Dispatched Toma rather easily, but obviously here again a very good Central team. Front end of the run, one is missed by Henry Meyer. Here comes Stutley into the front court. Stutley, hesitation move into the corner for three for Odom. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Nick Williams. Now being able to get it across half court, Bennett Freed. Freed is grabbed by Evan Anderson. And he will shoot free throws, the 8th team foul on the Hilltoppers. 42-31 the score. Looking for a couple of chances to increase the lead and increase the point total for Bennett Freed. He's got 6 on the night so far. All 6 coming. Or excuse me, 2 of them coming after the halftime. He had 4 at that break. First free throw here for Freed. That's short, no good. So again, they missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Here comes Stutley. Stutley goes into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Desmond for 3. That's an air ball, no good. Williams gets the rebound. Williams is fouled in the backcourt, and he will go to the other end of the floor and shoot the free throws. Nick Odom saying he was shoved or hit in the chops as he was going for that rebound. Ref said, I don't think so. Williams tucks in the jersey to get ready to go for this free throw trip for him. He's had a fantastic game. 15 points on the night. First free throw is good. First Riverhawk to make the front end of the 1-and-1 these last 3 opportunities. He'll get one more here for his troubles. 43-31 the score. Central with the lead. Second one is good as well. Canned it. Nick Williams makes it 44-31. Inside of 3 minutes to go. Nick Odom. Stop and go move. Hands it off here to Skemp. Now TJ Stutley for 3 left wing. Short, no good. Rebounded by Brindley. Off to the right side for Williams. And now stealing it away, throwing it away there is Williams trying to get it to Freed. Now Evan Anderson putting up the shot. A foul on the floor. Coach Cole doesn't like it. Thought he had a shot for a bucket there instead. It's only the 5th team foul on Central, and so it'll be an out-of-bounds play for the Hilltoppers. Skemp will do the honors. And inbound the pass. Inbounds goes to Desmond, now right wing for Anderson. They throw it to the left side of the floor. Here's Skemp. Further left for Stutley. 10-footer from the baseline, too strong. Rebounded by Nick Williams on the weak side. 2:25 to go. They come with pressure in the backcourt. Williams easily crosses the timeline, and a foul called on Nick Odom. The senior, 5'8", from Onalaska. Into the double bonus now are the Riverhawks, and it'll be 2 free throws the remainder of the game. Looking good here if you're a Central fan. Onalaska won the first matchup in Central, 48-46 on a last-second shot by TJ Stutley in overtime. First free throw is good for Nick Williams. 3 for 3 at the line right now. Has a chance for one more opportunity. That's good as well. 46-31, 2:20 to go. Here comes Simon Desmond into the front court. Right side of the lane, stops on a dime. Back to the top of the key for Stutley. Stutley inside, right post, putting up the shot. Got it to go. TJ Stutley with another bucket. He's got 8. Inbounds pass goes to Henry Meyer. And almost looked like a travel for a second, but they do not catch Henry Meyer there. But it will be a foul called on the Hilltoppers. And again, 2 free throws coming for the junior, who has 2 3-pointers, 3 2-pointers, and 2 free throws. Have a chance for a couple more here. Overall, 14 points for him. That's something good. On the first, one more coming for him. (47-33) the score. Second one is good as well, 48-33. Left side for Evan Anderson, goes around a screen, now drives on Boston Brindley, and a blocking foul called on Brindley. Boston saying he has his hands straight up in the air. An illegal guarding position, but no siree. That's just the 6th team foul, though. One more coming. Anderson will inbound. Off to the right wing for Nick Odom. And now to Evan Anderson. Anderson high on the top of the key. Looking for a teammate. Drives into the lane. Shot left of the lane. Got it to go. Anderson gets the bucket. He's now into double figures with 11. 48-35. Inbounds goes into Henry Meyer. Meyer splits the double team. Gets it off for Nick Williams. Williams still trying to navigate the backcourt. Gets it up ahead for Meyer in the front court. Meyer will go back out to the perimeter. Over to Williams. Started by Odom. A foul called on Onalaska again. And back to the free throw line is Nick Williams. And the Central student section have started their chant. The I Believe That We Will Win chant. First free throw for Williams is up and good. One more coming for him. 49-35. 82 seconds to go in the contest. That's good as well. 50-35 with a couple of free throws. Evan Anderson across the timeline. Once again going left to right. Anderson crossover dribble at the free throw line. Hands it off for Stutley. Drive to the right post. Back out to Evan Anderson for three. That is no good off the left iron. Rebounded there by Brindley. Boston Brindley harassed in the backcourt with a double team and a foul called on Simon Desmond. And back to the line goes Central. Let's see if Coach Cole continues to foul the rest of the game. Again, Boston Brindley, who did a great job with these rebounds, had a couple of assists, had a couple of steals, had those two really nice Euro steps in the lane to get buckets on that big-time run that Central had. Has a chance to add to his total here with these two free throws. First one on the way is good. 5 points for the senior. One more coming up. Deep breath at the line, and the second free throw on the way, and it is good. Got the friendly roll, and it's 52-35 Central. Minute to go in the game. This was a game between two top 10 teams. Central really took the momentum in the second half and never let it up. Short on the shot by Stutley. Central with a rebound. Here's Nick Williams. Williams gets into the lane, or across the line, rather. Peyton Stripmatter in the corner, left side. Trying to get out of the trap, and another foul on Simon Desmond. And more free throws for Central. Brindley will be the lone Riverhawk down on the line. And we have substitutions coming in. First free throw on the way is good for Stripmatter. He had a big-time three as well during that run for Central. And it is substitution time here for the Hilltoppers and the Riverhawks. Mario Cross-Nerurden in the game. Tyler Young in the game. Dan Axness in the game for the Riverhawks. Ian Cole in the game. John Nickerman in the game. Stan Evans in the game. Jack Smith in the game for the Hilltoppers. Also number 30, Tyson Hughes. Second free throw is good for Stripmatter. He's got 5. And checking in will be Frankie Wilk for the final 37 seconds of the game. Sean Evans gets into the front court. Off the right side for Tyson Hughes of Onalaska. 30 seconds to go in the contest. Evans, crossover dribble, step back, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Dane Axness of Central. He gets it off for Brennan Cahill, who's also in the game. He'll cross the timeline, and that will do it. The Riverhawks have won 9 in a row. And that includes a top 10 matchup here tonight against the number 4 ranked Onalaska Hilltoppers. Pass over to Frankie Wilk, and he will hold it out till the end of the game here this evening. A very impressive performance. Central storms the court, or at least they just run out of the gym, and that does it here this evening. Final score, Central 54, Onalaska 35. We're back in 3 minutes to wrap things up from John Shelton Court after this. You're listening to high school basketball on WKTY.
Is your marketing working for your business? Midwest Family and River Valley Remodelers, two local companies, work together.
From the genesis of an idea to execution and everything in between is all top notch. When we all get together, it's nothing but creativity sparks, It's my favorite collaboration.
Midwest Family. Let's talk. Go to MidwestFamilyLacrosse.com. Marketing made easy.
When you better our community, everyone benefits. The La Crosse Community Foundation is your resource for giving to better our community. Their charitable organization is funded by individuals wanting to enhance the greater La Crosse area. Your funds help provide grants to qualified local nonprofits. Learn more at laxcommfoundation.org. The La Crosse Community Foundation. For good, forever.
This message is brought to you by Lighthold Music, downtown La Crosse.
What's happening in our community? Here are some items from our calendar to put on your calendar. Mary Mother of the Church Parish, 2006 Weston Street in La Crosse, is holding a fish fry on Friday, February 24th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dine in or carry out. The price is $12 for a 2-piece dinner and $14 for a 3-piece dinner. It includes baked or batter-fried cod, baked potato or fries, coleslaw, and a bun. A $5 kids meal includes grilled cheese, fries, fruit, and milk. Beer, wine, and desserts are available at the dine-in for additional cost. If you've got an event you'd like to get the word out about, go to AroundRiverCity.com and add your event to our calendar. Then, check out some of the other activities going on in our community.
Welcome back to Onalaska High School, where the final score in this one, 54-35. Central with a victory over the Onalaska Hilltoppers here this evening. So both teams win on the other's home floor. And we'll see if we get a third matchup in the playoffs. But as it stands right now, both teams are tied in the Mississippi Valley Conference for the lead at 10-1. Let's take a look at the scoring for both these teams. First for Central, as they had really two players that lit up the scoreboard, had a couple of others that really assisted as well. But Nick Williams led the way with 21 points on the evening. He had 12 of those after halftime. Henry Meyer with 11 points in the second half, 16 total. 6 points apiece for Bennett Freed and for Buston Brindley. And 5 points for Peyton Stripmont. We talked about that big three that he had during that Central run. As for the Hilltoppers of Onalaska, 11 points for Evan Anderson, the lone scorer in double figures. Isaac Skemp with 9 points, 8 points for TJ Stutley, 2 points for Nick Odom, and 5 points for Simon Desmond. Our next broadcast of high school basketball will be on Thursday of next week, as the Hilltoppers will travel to Holman to take on the Vikings in their senior day, honoring obviously Drew and Reed Tengblad and other players on that team. Pre-game coverage starts at 7:05 and tip-off at 7:15. Until then, for Faith Rose back in the studio and for Cole on video, I'm Drew Kelly saying so long. You've been listening to High School Basketball.